Welcome to Communication 20, Interpersonal Communication Skills. It is spring 2022 and I am so glad you have decided to join me for this communication class. I'm just going to walk you through how our Canvas class works. So we start with our home page. This is the Comm 20 homepage, and you might wonder, how do you get here? You start at the Peralta portal, you'll sign in. That'll take you to your applications. You would click on Canvas. That will take you to your dashboard, and depending on what classes you take, all of those will show up in your dashboard. At that point, you will click on Comm 20, and that should take you here. The welcome page has some important information that I want to alert you to. It has my office hours, which this semester are Mondays and Tuesdays, from 2 to 3 p.m. If those don't work for you and you want to meet, simply email me, or you can message me through Canvas, and you can message me using this. This is called the inbox. If you click on it, you can then message people. So right up here it says compose a new message. You would click on that, select your course and the subject and me, and then you could send me a message. Getting back to the course itself, if we see here, if you wanted to come to those office hours, you can simply click the Zoom meeting link during those times and it will take you to the office hours. If it's easier for you, I've also provided the Zoom ID and the passcode. Any of those work. As it says at the end of this page, to get started with the class, you're going to want to go to the modules. So we'll click on that over here, or you can click on it on the left here. It takes you to the same exact place, to the place where the magic happens. Here are the modules. So this is week 1. This week that we get started, beginning should be Monday. Let me fix that now. January 24th. There we go. And here's the syllabus for the class. If you click on it, it'll take you to the Google Docs page. You can, from there, download it or print it or anything else that you want to do. And the syllabus tells you everything we're going to do this semester. So it's a great thing to put these things on your calendar, on your smartphone, so you know when all the quizzes and discussions are due. And I just want to alert you, there's 2 exams, but you get 72 hours. You get 3 days each to do them. More importantly, there's a required speech for this class. You want to make sure that you have availability to do the speech at one of the 3 times that are in the schedule. And even if you just show up and do your speech, which is 3 to 4 minutes, and then drop off the Zoom, that will work. So if you can come the whole time, that's better. But even if you can just come for your speech, that will work. I tried to make the meetings at different times for different people's availability. So the first round is Friday, March 11th at noon. I know a lot of people who work get a lunch hour, so that tends to be a good time. The second one is March, and that's right here, March 21st. It's a Monday, and that one's at night. So for those of you who work 9 to 5, this could be a good option at 6:30 p.m. And then the final round's on a Friday at 2 p.m., Friday, April 15th. Those are the 3 speech rounds. So it's early in the semester. If you need to ask your supervisor if you can get some time to get online and do that, even if it's for 5 to 10 minutes, please do that now so that we can make sure you complete the semester. If you have any questions about that, or if for any reason you have trouble with Zoom, just email me or message me. Getting back to the modules, and still coming down this Getting Started week. Just so you know, the textbook is looking out, looking in, and if you click here, it'll give you exactly which editions are okay and the Amazon link. Here's a link for the office hours again. So if you're not on the welcome page, but you want to easily access the office hours, you can do it from the modules page. please take this demographics survey as soon as possible. This is going to help us all because we need this information for your individual speeches. We do something called an audience analysis, and it consists of information about our audience. So it's not individual information, but about the audience in general. So please click on this and take this short survey this week. I'd love for you to update your profile. This is some information if you haven't done discussions or quizzes on Canvas yet. And then you have your first quiz, the syllabus quiz, due on Sunday, January 30th. And you can take that anytime, but you must get it done by the due date. So know that that is coming up. If you have any questions about the technology behind Canvas, or you need any resources including health services, food or housing help, the Learning Center, or the library, all of that information is in this module called Technology Requirements and Student Resources. We have free computers. If you don't have a Chromebook, you can get one for free from the library, and all you have to do is sign up right here. You can just click here and sign up. You do get 10 extra credit points for using the Learning Center to prepare for your speech in this class, and that information is also coming up. In this class, I try to make it as possible as I can for you to be successful. And one of the things that I do is that I create vocabulary lists. These are the class notes with those vocabulary lists. There's 2 packets, packet number 1 for the first part of the semester, and you can guess packet number 2 for the second part of the semester. If you have access to a printer, I would suggest that you download these and print them out. If you don't have access to a printer, then you can of course access them right here on the web. But as you can see, I've both given you the vocabulary words as well as the definitions. That doesn't mean you don't have to do anything else, but it does mean that this gives you a head start on what I think is important. And also, as you're going through the lectures, whether those are podcasts or if they are Google Slides or if they are videos, this is going to be a good start for you. So you're not frantically writing everything down. Much of what is in there is already jotted down on these notes, and you can add to it. You can add examples. You can add more from what is said in the lectures. Okay, so those are the class notes. The next thing you're going to see is an entire module devoted to the individual speech. Again, it is a requirement for you in this class to complete and present an individual speech. We'll talk more about that, but what I want you to know is you can sign up for your individual speech date today, and also that everything you need for your speech, the directions, the outline, which is fillable, the examples of former students doing their speeches, tips to be successful, everything is here. So please make sure to take a good look throughout this module to get everything you need to be successful on your speech. Now, finally, we are at our first content module. The first week we have content is week 2, and it's basic vocabulary and rules. It tells you what page of the class notes to start on, and there's objectives, and then it tells you to open your class notes and starts here. Remember I said some of the lectures are in podcasts. When you click this, it's going to show you all the podcasts and these vocabulary words that you see. If you see day 1 of lecture part 1 and then part 2, these are going to match up with your class notes. All you do is press play and you will hear my podcast. I completely understand if you don't want to hear my voice. By the way, you can download these and listen on a phone or in your car, but you don't have to listen to them at all. If you don't enjoy listening to the sound of my voice, as I said, I completely understand. Instead, you can simply look at the transcripts. So here's all the transcripts, literally word for word transcripts of those lectures. Some people like to do both, and that's totally fine. The final thing in this first week is this Google Slides presentation. So you'll go through that, and also with your class notes is best practice. And then at the end of every module, you're going to have some sort of check to make sure that you understand the material. It's either going to be a quiz, as you see here, or it will be a discussion. This quiz you get 3 attempts at. Sometimes you get 2, but the first week I gave you 3. And so it shouldn't be that hard. Take it as many, up to 3 times for the 10 points. Hopefully you'll get the full 10 points. And as you look back at the modules, you'll see that at the end of every module, there's going to be some sort of check. So this was the first content week. You see quiz 1. Here's the second content week. You'll see discussion number 1, and so on and so on. That's it. I just wanted to make sure you understood how to go through the Canvas. If you have any questions, you can either come to office hours, email, or message me anytime. I really look forward to meeting you and getting to know you and hearing your speeches. And I hope that you are taking good care of yourselves. It's been a rough 2 years with this pandemic. Let's take care of each other and make sure that we have a great semester.